Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Myself Monica Saini from Department of Anthropology, University of Delhi. Today I am going to talk on the module Classification for filing the fingerprints under Forensic Anthropology paper. Through this module, students will be able to identify and classify fingerprints to generate the formulae. They will be able to explain the classification process of fingerprints and different techniques applied for it. In addition, this module will tell them how to match unknown fingerprints to the recorded fingerprints in the Bureau of Crime Investigation or in police investigation. The primary objective of classification of fingerprint is to devise the formula by which a given set of fingerprints can be traced and recorded. Each individual possesses unique fingerprints and we have a large population. So, in order to match a fingerprint from crime scene to the recorded fingerprints in the bureau, a method for filing fingerprint is necessary to efficiently match in appropriate time, as it is really a time-consuming process to match each and every recorded fingerprint. A proper method of classification of fingerprint for searching purpose is needed. Before classification of fingerprints, it is necessary to know about fingerprints. Fingerprints can be defined as the prints or impression of the fingers on any material like paper, glass, or clothes. There are three fundamental principles of fingerprints. First, fingerprints are individual characteristics and no two people can have exactly the same pattern of fingerprints. Even the monozygotic twins have different fingerprints. This is the first fundamental principle of fingerprints. Second principle says that a fingerprint does not change throughout the lifetime of an individual, and this is the reason behind its worldwide application in identification of individuals. Third, fundamental principle again defines its application in identification by stating that fingerprints have rich pattern which can be classified. Fingerprints are categorized on the basis of presence or absence of patterns such as whorls, loops, and arches. Now, I'll tell you about the points by which a particular pattern can be identified. These are point of core and the triradial point. Point of core can be referred to as the landmark of ridge counting. Triradial point provides the landmark for the ridge tracing and thus provides the outer border of pattern area. There are basically three basic types of patterns in fingerprints: arches, loops, and whorls. These basic patterns are again subdivided on the basis of complexity of the ridges. Thus, arches can be plain arch or tented arch. Similarly, loops can be divided into ulnar loop and radial loop. Whorl can be segmented into plain whorl or composite, which include central pocket, lateral pocket, twin loop, or accidental. The figure is showing you three basic types with pattern area. Now, we'll be discussing the classification system for filing fingerprints. Fingerprint classification system permits the retrieval of the paper records of the concerned person from the large databases of fingerprints in just a few minutes, or it may help in the identification of matches between one to many search. Fingerprint classification is thus partitioning of large domain search into small subsets based on the type of query. It is widely used in criminal investigation sectors. Classification of fingerprints is done by assigning numerical values like alphabetical order is followed in dictionary to arrange word for the ease of search. The well-known method of classification is known as Henry system of classification, which is universal in its use, and it is named after its originator, who was Sir Edward Richard Henry. Now, you will be knowing about the Henry system of classification. The primary classification is derived taking into account the fact that arches occur 5%, loops 60%, and whorls and composites being 35% of the impressions. Therefore, in primary classification arches, these are included under loops and composites under whorls. Thus, a finger can possess either a loop or a whorl in primary classification. The technique involved in taking fingerprints for classification purpose it includes in a slip, the rolled impression of the fingers of right hand is recorded in line in the order of thumb, index, middle and little finger. Immediately below them, impressions of the fingers of left hand in the same order are recorded. Then, at the bottom of the slip, plain impression of index, middle and ring fingers of both hands are also recorded. For correct classification, it is essential that the finger should be printed in correct sequence. The diagram is depicting the method of taking fingerprints. Now, I will be defining different symbols which are used for fingerprint classification. Before classification, the symbols for the patterns are marked below the pattern in the fingerprint slip, and each pattern is assigned a numerical value. Thus, Henry system of classification is divided into two classes: those which have numerical values and those which do not have numerical values. The table is showing you different symbols of various patterns for classification. For example, arches in the index finger is depicted by capital A, tented arch in index finger is denoted by capital T, ulnar loop in right hand is depicted by oblique, whorls is symbolized by capital W, composites by capital C, accidentals are denoted by capital A, capital C, inner whorl is indicated as capital I, and meeting whorl is denoted by capital M. Thus, patterns having numerical values are whorls and composites, whereas arches and loops have no numerical values. As the impressions are read off in pairs, numerical values are assigned by pairing of fingers. Thus, 5 pairs are formed as right thumb and right index, right middle and right ring, right little finger and left thumb, left index and left middle, left ring and left little finger. An inversion of the outcome becomes the primary classification number. The arrangement possible in first pair include right thumb a whorl, right index a loop, right thumb a loop, right index a whorl, both right thumb and right index have loop, both have whorl. Possible arrangement of the first pair with symbols are set out. The numerator letter refers to the first of the pair and the denominator letter refer to the second of the pair. The same number of combination for second pair, that is 4, and when each of these compared with the combination of first pair, then the total combination of the two pair becomes 16. Likewise, the third pair has 4 arrangement when compared with preceding two pairs. Number of combinations becomes 64. Compared with fourth pair, combination raised to 256, and with the fifth pair it becomes 1024. The number 1024 is the square of 32. Thus, a cabinet containing 32 sets of 32 holes arranged horizontally would provide locations for all combinations of loop and whorls taken in pair. Now, a whorl will be assigned a numerical value of 16 if occurs in the first pair. In the second pair, it assigned a value of 8, in the third 4, in the fourth 2, and in the fifth 1. Loops do not possess any numerical value and therefore denoted as 0. The pigeonhole almirah with 1024 holes. By taking the possible combinations of loop and whorls as explained in 10 different fingers taken in pair, 1024 classes are devised. That comes from 32 multiplied by 32. Classification involves adding the numerical values separately of all the patterns present in numerator and denominator. Then a unit value is added to both the numerator and denominator. This is done to record the file of a person who has loop patterns in all the 10 fingers. Thus, if whorl is present in the first position, then it becomes 16. If it present in second position, then it is 8. In third position, in the fourth position, it is 2, and on the fifth position, it is 1. Then, after calculation, the inversion of this number 12, it becomes 12 divided by 19, and it becomes the primary classification number. This record will be in the 12th hole or in the division of the 19th horizontal row of the cabinet. This friction is inverted, which gives the primary classification number representing the impression slip, and these impression slips are kept in almirah called pigeonhole almirah containing 32 multiplied by 32 holes. Thus, this record will be in the 12th hole or in the division of 19th horizontal row of cabinet. 10 divided by 9 classification number will be in 10th division or in the whole of the 9th horizontal row. Thus, we can determine the whorl and loop pattern of 10 fingers on the basis of primary classification. Now, I will talk about the secondary classification of fingerprints. The system can be further modified in case of large accumulation to make the filing and search easier as well as quicker by introducing secondary classification. Only the fingerprints of index finger are considered in secondary classification. Numerator denoting the symbol of right index finger, whereas denominator the symbol of left index finger. Thus, the index finger of each hand is taken as fulcrum and capital letter is used to denote its pattern symbol. Symbol of the thumb in small letter is placed to the left of the fulcrum and symbol of the remaining fingers in small letter to the right of the fulcrum. In secondary classification, infrequently occurred patterns are utilized, such as arch, tented arch and radial loops. Formula indicates that the slip containing the impression will be found under classification number and it will be included in the collection specialized by having a tented arch in right thumb and arch in the right index and a radial loop in one of the remaining fingers of the right hand, while in the left hand there is an arch in left thumb, radial loop in both left index and one of the remaining fingers. Now, I will tell you about the subclassification or sub-secondary classification. It can be classified on the basis of the presence of by arches and loops, by ridge counting and by ridge tracing. First, I'll be talking on the basis of arches and loops. In primary classification, we have distinguished between loops and whorls and loops arches, tented arches, radial and ulnar loops. So now we are about to distinguish them into subclasses and groups. In index finger, arches, radial and ulnar loop can occur in possible 9 combination. For the formulation of 9 subclasses, the diagram is depicting all the possible 9 combination of subclasses in index finger. The letters arranged horizontally refer to the right, those vertically to the left index finger. Thus, under subclass A divided by A will found the slips with an arch in both index finger. Under R multiplied by A, those with a radial loop in right and arch in the left index finger. In the subclass A by A, arches may occur in first thumb, second index, third middle, fourth ring or fifth little fingers in right as well as in left hand. The possible arrangement of groups are 16 as depicted for one hand. So the total number of groups created by utilizing them will be 16 multiplied by 16, that becomes 256. Likewise, in subclass R by A, R, in subclass R by A, in subclass A by R, 256 such groups can be made. However, in practice, a smaller number is employed, which is formed by deciding whether there are 1, 2 or 3 arches to the right of the index finger or fulcrum. When tented arches are present in place of arches, then those slips are arranged below the slips containing the same number and position of arches. Thus, small a, capital A, 2T would be arranged below small a, capital A, 2A group, at below capital A, small a group. When radial loops are present, they are arranged immediately below the groups containing the same number of arches and tented arches. Thus, small a, capital A, 2R would be arranged below as small a, capital A, 2, small t, which is lying below small a, capital A, 2, small a. In subclasses bearing ulnar loops like R by U, A by U, U by A, U by R and U by U in right hand or in left hand, subclassification proceed by ridge counting, the details of which will be explained in next session. The next subclassification is done by ridge counting. Ridge counting is done again for subclassification, which furthers narrows down the domain of filing. In this, ridges in the impression of ulnar loops are counted. Considering the index finger, if ridge counting is 9 or less than 9, then the subclassification symbol shall be denoted as capital I, otherwise the symbol will be denoted as capital O. In the case of middle and ring finger, if the ridge counting is up to 10, the subclassification mark shall be capital I, and if it is more than 10, then it will be symbolized as capital O. The diagram is showing possible 16 arrangements. The horizontally placed letters denotes the right index and middle, whereas those placed vertically denotes the left index and middle finger. The advantage of this classification is that in most of the instances, it is possible to decide at a glance that the impression falls within the capital I limit or the capital O limit, as 17 ridge counts can be easily distinguished from 7, but greater accuracy is needed when the counts approach the limit between capital I and capital O. Now, the slips of these 16 groups are arranged amongst themselves according to the ridge count in the right little finger. This further divides group into subgroups. This particular classification is an extension of Henry's classification and sometimes referred to as final classification. The next subclassification is done by ridge tracing. Subclassification by ridge tracing is needed when all the slips of impressions are whorls, including composites. A whorl may be either an inner whorl, outer whorl, or meeting whorl. The subclassification proceeds by first making division between them. Taking the index and middle finger of the right hand, index may be capital I or capital O or capital M, and the middle finger may also be capital I or capital M or capital O. So, the possible combination of the two fingers taken together will be 9. When similar arrangement of these two fingers of the left and right hand taken together, the total number of combination rises to 81. Each of these becomes a separate identifiable group. The diagram is depicting 81 arrangements. An example denoting the formula of such a slip is 32 by 32, where number 32 by 32 denoting the primary classification and capital O, capital M divided by capital I, capital M, the latter denotes subclassification. Now, I will be talking about the extension of Henry's classification of fingerprint. Extension was made and Henry's classification was modified by including major and key classification. First, I will talk about major classification. This classification considers the patterns in thumb. If a loop is present, then the ridge counting is performed in the usual manner, whereas if a whorl is present, ridge tracing is done. Right hand thumb pattern is denoted in numerator and the left hand thumb in denominator. The next type of classification is key classification. This is the classification based on the ridge count of first loop patterns excluding the little finger. Now you will be knowing the subclassification of mixed type. When different type of patterns are present in the index and middle finger of the same hand, that is, a loop in index and a whorl in middle, then the classification is referred as mixed type. In such cases, only the index is deal with its ridge counting or ridge tracing. In the mix-up classification, numerator denotes the counting or tracing of the only in the index finger, and the denominator shows the combined result of both the fingers if possess the same pattern. This applies to both the hands. Now, you will be knowing how to classify the fingerprints when we found a missing or deformed finger. When a digit is missing or deformed, the space assigned to it in the slip, it remains blank. If one digit is missing, then the classification is made on the basis of corresponding finger of the other hand. If the same finger of both the hands are missing, then the absent ones are both considered as whorls and classification was made accordingly. The absence of two or more fingers is classified on the basis of same rule. We assume that both the middle finger of a person are missing and the marking will be denoted as capital W divided by capital L or capital W, capital L by capital L or capital W by capital L. In such case, the officer will first assume right middle as capital W and left as capital L, then right as capital L and left as capital W, then both right and left has capital W, and then both right and left as capital L. The slip must be among the accumulations contained under the above 4 classification number. Now, if 3 fingers are missing, such would have to be made under 8 primary classification number with 4 missing 16 primary classification number has to be searched. Thus, filing was done accordingly. When a person has more than 10 fingers, then the extra or additional fingers are printed on the other side of the slip with the notation made referring that there is an extra finger backside, usually this thumb, and the 4 fingers next to the thumb of a person are considered in the front side of the slip who has any additional fingers. When a person has 2 or more fingers webbed together, making it impossible to roll the fingers inside, in such case, finger should be rolled as completely as possible and the notation was made denoting that they are joined. So students, let us see what we have studied. The method of classification for filing fingerprints devised by Mr. Henry is universally known as Henry system of classification. The primary classification divides all the different kind of impression into 2 classes only, loops and whorls, which can be recognized at a glance. By taking the possible combination of these 2 classes as exhibited in 10 different fingers taken in pairs, 1024 classes was devised and each class is allotted to a separate pigeonhole in the cabinet, thus generating primary classification number. To make the filing easier and quicker, secondary classification, subclassification by arches and radial loops, by ridge counting, by ridge tracing was generated and the formula was devised. A practiced person can search among the largest of the accumulation, say 30,000 slips, within 5 to 6 minutes, as he marked in his mind the salient features of the slip he is looking for, and thus can search for it as rapidly as his hand is able to turn over the record or file slips. Thank you.